I'm the Raving reviewer, and today I'm going to be looking at the pinnacle of luxury sports sedans. The gold standard, the absolute best. The E60 BMW 5 Series. Now traditionally when you think of BMW, you think of the 3 Series with its zippy performance on a budget, or you think of the 7 Series, which is the lap of luxury. The 5 Series is arguably the perfect mix, combining strong performance with a bigger back seat. And they can be had for a really good price right now, so let's take a look and see if it's worth it. One big problem with BMW is that they have more freaking models in the same series than you can shake a stick at. You have the 528i, 530i, 535i, 545i, 550i, and finally the M5. Not to mention their X-Drive counterparts. Do you think it's enough? Cadillac was pretty much their direct rival. They had the base CTS and the V. Done. Now pretty much the only differences between the models are engine size and options. Here's where it gets tricky though. BMW used to use the last two numbers to signify the engine size. So the 525 would be a 2.5 liter, and the 528 would be a 2.8 liter. That don't happen no more. The 528 uses the same 3.0 as the 530, but even though it's the same engine, it has less power. Confused yet? Me too. Anyway, let's look at the engines. Let's start with the straight 6 engines. Well, slanted 6 engine anyway. BMW knows straight 6 engines. It's their bread and butter, been doing it for years, reliable as all hell, great power, great miles per gallon. They do leak oil though. Watch the valve cover gaskets. While these are great engines, BMW just had to go and do something so fucking stupid that it alone would warrant the wrath of a raving review. There's no dipstick. I looked all over the damn engine bay. It's nowhere to be found. Quick look at the owner's manual and it tells you that the oil level is monitored digitally. Well, that's just fucking great. Not like sensors can go bad or anything. Not like the engine leaks oil or anything. Not like every overhead cam engine burns a quart of oil every 3,000 miles. Nothing could possibly go wrong there. It's not just the oil level I'm concerned about either. I can glean a lot of information off from the dipstick. I can tell if it's been maintained, if a bearing is wearing down, if there's water in the oil, if gasoline's getting past the rings. Well shit, we might as well check the level while we're here. Just gotta navigate through 4 different menus. And now we wait. And wait. And wait. Oh look, it finally finished. Good. 3.0 liter turbo in the 535i is to be avoided if you're looking for a driver on a budget.
It's what we call a money pit. Fuel pump, injectors, waste gates, water pumps, etc. They all give issues, and if you're not an experienced mechanic, you're going to be shelling out a lot of money. Don't get a pre-05 V8 car. They're crap. Once you get into the 550i, the reliability is far better. One more irritating thing about the engine systems is the battery. If you change the battery, you have to take the sumbitch to BMW to have them program a new one. That's right. You can't do one of the most basic maintenance items yourself. You have to involve the dealer. Oh, and if you have to replace anything on that engine, prepare your anus. A simple 5/8 heater hose will set you back a cool 100. Why? Because of a special piece of plastic that bolts it onto the engine. And because fuck you. Okay, transmissions. You have the base auto, the 6-speed manual, and the SMG. Avoid the SMG like the plague. It's a piece of shit and should die in a fire. When they break, they cost more than the car's worth to fix. The regular automatic has issues too. The mechatronics, which sounds like an evil transformer, go bad and it's not cheap to fix. Harsh shifting and bumping hard while coming to a stop are the early signs. Oh, and it uses a plastic transmission pan, because morons designed this car. My advice is, as always, stop being a pussy and buy the manual trans. On the X-Drive cars, which are all-wheel drive, watch for the 4x4 light. Basically, they used a plastic gear to engage the system, because of course they did. And it can strip. Obviously. The interiors are good in these cars. Classic elegance. The selector joystick takes some getting used to, but it's not horrible. The true leather cracks pretty bad, so try to opt for the fake leather. Watch for sunroof leaks, but that's common to every car with a sunroof. One thing that royally pisses me off is the lack of proper gauges. For the ultimate driving machine, they don't like to tell you a damn thing. If you want to know your instant miles per gallon, they got you covered. But they definitely don't want you to know what the oil pressure is, or how hot the engine is. They give you idiot lights, which were all the rage in the 70s, but it's not something you'd expect on a modern performance car.
So what's the final word on these cars? Well, they can be had for a song. Between 5,500 and 6,500 will get you one in excellent shape with really low miles. They're an absolute joy to drive. They handle like a sports car but give you the luxury you want in a daily. That said, they made some seriously boneheaded design choices with the car. So I can only recommend one if you have the money or skill to fix shit when it breaks. Thanks for watching.